Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get it down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chavez. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I looked at him. He was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball. Whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I agree with you, partner. A lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Run the ball. Run the ball.
They run it again with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lance and company going on fourth down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Herbert now. He's got his man, Thornton. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyquan Thornton, 45 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. On 2nd and 7, Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Lance now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Raiders nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give to Hall running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because it's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To try again after the sack, Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Again, Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Quiddy Pay just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Flushed out. And the pressure gets to him again. Quiddy Pay. 2 plays in a row now, but he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good running right there. And this is a man that was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. first down. It's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 17, Herbert. This pass out wide to Hall. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now play fake. Lance. Throwing left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3.
Again, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 20-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3-3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
2-yard line.
10 cycle. Ready?
Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. And now they'll throw with Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Ready up.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
At their own 2-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't
Come on.
connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to
Make a
throw
better
that one into
throw.
coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33.
A better throw.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Lance now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A gain there of 21 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And some room to run now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ready.
On play action, Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On first down, Lance. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Watch it 4th down be any different. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert going up top. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Bass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 34, Raiders 3. Michael
The
Dixon
kickoff
sets
team
the
on the field
kickoff.
now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Oh, my goodness. That's what we're doing today, huh?
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on first down is Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on second down, Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing his Lance on third down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready. Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go, set.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.